They call the lights. He stalls again. Last off the line. Dead last by 10. White knuckle shake on plastic wheels. He misses apex grass and gravel. Spin the way he feels. Every corner's deja vu. Yellow flags and sorry blues. Hear the laughter, feel the bruise. Still he straps in tighter. He's the slowest on the grid. Richard, every single hit is embedded. Broken laps and broken pride. He just smiles with empty eyes. I'll get faster, I'll get through. While the wreckage paints the truth. He's the slowest on the grid. But he's grinning in the ruins. Ghost cars fly past like they're on rails. He nails the wall on every trail. Wrong gear, wrong line, wrong every move. Yet in the mirror, crooked helmet, he still mouths, I'll prove it. Every restart, same old scene. Bits of bumper, shattered dreams. Leaderboard he'll never see. Still he floors it harder. He's the slowest on the grid. Richard, every single hit is embedded. Broken laps and broken pride. He just smiles with empty eyes. I'll get faster, I'll get through. While the wreckage paints the truth. He's the slowest on the grid. But he's grinning in the ruins. Call him hopeless, call him done. He keeps crashing, keeps outrun. All that mockery burns his chest. Still that broken, brilliant fool pushes past what's left. He's the slowest on the grid. Richard, every single hit is embedded. Broken laps and broken pride. He just smiles with empty eyes. I'll get faster, I'll get through. While the wreckage paints the truth. He's the slowest on the grid. Yeah, Rich, that's you. And he smiles through constant losing. He's still grinning in the ruins.
Hello. How are we doing? Hello, good evening. Am I early? I'm early. I'm going to sit here for a minute. Oh no, it's just ticked over to 7:30. You're right. Stand by your beds as you were. Good evening. It is Thursday. It is 7:30, and that can only mean one thing. We've got a most boring 2-hour race ahead of us. We are back with the TWR guys. Yes, we have 90-minute race around Tokyo Expressway East Counterclockwise. Really snappy title for a track, that one. And it is going to get moist at some point. However, there's been a bit of raging going on in the old Discord chat. Let me tell you, it's all been kicking off. And before I get to that, let's say a few hellos. Chaos, hello. Scooby, hello. How are we doing? I hope we're all doing okay. So, yeah, it's been kicking off. Purely and simply that there's a few drivers missing tonight. They've just put up a lobby, and majority of the reserve drivers, not looking at anyone in particular, Mr. Chaos Druid, have all said, nah, can't be bothered. Can't be bothered tonight. Don't want to be there. I don't want to be here, but I've got to be here. So there's a few teams, my team being one of them, that are short of a few drivers. So yeah, it's all been kicking off because people have been offering that because we have to take 2 races off in this series. There's been people that have offered to race as reserves that have taken tonight off from their teams, and it's caused a bit of mayhem. It's all kicked off, and yeah. So the upshot is, oh no, that's wrong. Donut, one of them. The upshot is the teams are going to stay as they are, and we're all going to be slightly short. I mean, it makes no odds to our team because we're plumb last anyway. We could have another 4 races and we'd still be plumb last, so it don't really matter. So yeah. Be honest, Chaos. It's your missus that said, mate, wasn't it? It's all right. You're in a safe space here. You can tell us. Right. I think that's it. Can we find it? Will we get in the lobby? If we can't get in the lobby, I'm going home. Well, I am home, but I'm not going. I'm not playing. Let's see if we can get in, shall we? So as I say, I think what's going to happen tonight is very similar to the last Moist race. Was it? I can't remember where. I can't even remember where it was now. I think what's going to happen, it's going to be the first 30 minutes is going to be dry. The next 30 minutes is going to be wet, and then I think it's random from the last 30. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Hold on. And there's people kicking off now about how long the race is, which I agree with. I've said it all the way from the beginning. 90 minutes is far too long for a midweek race that starts at 8:30, you know. But we all signed up to it. We all knew the rules when we signed up. And we all signed up anyway. So there we go. There we go. I think the problem is we're having issues again. Why do I keep having issues getting into lobbies? I don't understand it. Yeah, I think we've got a few Americans that have that race in this series as well. So obviously for them, it's like all over the place. But yeah, we'll see how we go. So what have we done? I've watched both your streams, Chaos, as I said earlier. I watched last night's. I was lurking at work today. The last hour at work, I was a bit bored, so I thought, why not have a little bit of a stream? So I watched your race last night. I don't know what it is, but I mean, I don't know. But ACC, the handling seems to be much different to GT7, especially in that chicane at the end. It was like really. It just it looked really slow. I'm sure it wasn't, but it just looked. Hi, Rach. How you doing, darling? Thanks for dropping in. Nice to see you. Hope you're doing okay. Hope your stream went all right yesterday. I didn't get a chance to watch it, unfortunately. Family time yesterday, unfortunately. But I hope it all went. Okay for you. So it is majorly different then. I know you were talking about it with one of the people that was chatting with you. But yeah, it was noticeable because I know Spa is one of the games one of the tracks I actually know. It looked noticeably different, and that car looked quite slidey as well, to be fair. But you had a good race, mate. Apart from the 2 idiots. What can you do? I mean, the second one was blatant, wasn't it? I mean, that was horrific. It just literally tipped you round. He was getting frustrated, but at the end of the day, you were racing for position, and you weren't holding him up because he was behind you at some places. But yeah, I guess you're reporting both of those. But that was terrible, absolutely terrible. I still don't get that. That outlap. It just makes no sense to me. That warm-up lap just makes no sense to me whatsoever. But well done, mate. Well done. Yeah, we'll come on to this. I was going to talk about this this trolling, because obviously it came up with JD on Tuesday. And unfortunately, Rach, amongst other people, is being targeted once again by some very unsavory characters who seem to be getting a kick from just going around causing mayhem wherever they can. I don't understand, and I've said to Rach about this, I don't understand what they're trying to gain from it. But yeah, as for everybody that streams, we just need to be vigilant, really, and watch out for these people. And if you get anyone dodgy in your streams, touch wood, I've been very, very lucky. I've had one that I had to get rid of. But yeah, for some reason, Rach and some other channels are getting targeted again. So yeah, if you do have any unsavories coming your stream, make a note of their names, etc. Rach is compiling a list with some other channels, and we're trying to nail it and get rid of all of these idiots. As you say, Scoob, exactly that, mate. Or words to that effect that could be a little bit stronger, but I can't use on a family channel. But yeah, it's as I say, it's just ridiculous. Why people feel the need to attack other people that are just doing something that they enjoy, as we've said before, and offering their time for running lobbies and all that kind of stuff. But you know, let's not get too down on it. We're here to have a bit of fun. You know what's going to happen with me tonight. I'm going to be at the back somewhere, and we'll just have a bit of a ride and we'll enjoy ourselves. Yeah, there's a lot of unsavory stuff going on, unfortunately. But as a group, we all need to stick together and weed these people out. So yeah, I'm gonna have to do it again, aren't I? I don't understand why. Why? There's something else I want to say as well before we get into all the racing. And I promise this is the last time, hopefully tonight, that I'll get a little bit what's it again. At the end of the stream on Tuesday, we had a bit of a chat after, for those that didn't stay on or haven't seen it. We had a bit of a chat after about various other bits and pieces and how good the community is that we're all part of, and how people help you out, etc., etc. And I mentioned Rach and Scooby that have really helped me out. But while I was waffling away, my deepest apologies, Chaos. You are one of the other people that has really helped me over the last few months. So thank you so much, mate. I really appreciate it. You know, from designing a livery for me, for getting me into the ALR League, etc., your advice and everything else. I can always ask you a question. You come back to me. You're always in the stream. You're always supporting. So my deepest apologies that I didn't give you a shout out on Tuesday, but I'm going to do it now at the beginning of this stream so everyone sees it. So so thank you, buddy. I really appreciate everything you do. Without you guys, I certainly wouldn't be doing this. So thank you. Anyway, that's enough gushiness, enough silliness. Let's try and get in this lobby and do a little bit of racing, shall we? So as I said, it's a 90-minute race, as we all know. Yeah, I know, mate. But I watched my as I've said before, I always watch my stream back, and sometimes, you know, everything. You know what it's like when you're streaming. You say things and you want to say other things, but they kind of go out of your head. And I watched that back, and I was like, I haven't mentioned Chaos. So yeah. So for me, it was something I was thinking about. So there we go. Right. Let's see if we can get in this time. See if the magic turn it on and off again. or on and off again, off and on again. Oh, you know what I mean. Come on. Good news. In other news, I read on Fanatec's forum that apparently, now they've said this before, they're sending a new patch through tomorrow, which means the big wheels might be fixed. If not, I've got to figure a way to roll back the update, go back to the old one, so my big wheels work. We're back on the OG wheel tonight, because in this Porsche, I find the F1 wheel is a little bit too sharp, especially round. There's some fast corners round this ear track. Excuse me. Is it going to work? I don't think it is, you know. Normally it comes in straight away, doesn't it? When it's saying success. Well, this is going to be a short stream, isn't it? Draconis is racing tonight, and I believe he's streaming. So, yeah, if you get bored of me, he's having a bit of a tough time, his old Drax. So go and show him some love, give him some support. Draconis USA, URSA. If one of you guys can put a link to his channel in the comments, that'd be very much appreciated. So yeah, go and show him some love, because he is totally agree, Scoop. Totally agree. And yeah, the more we talk about it and the more we try and help each other, the world's going to be a better place for it. So yeah, I totally agree, 100%. There we go. We're in, ladies and gents. You know what all that means? We've got a race. Oh dear. Oh dear. Right. So tick in. Yes, we're in. Right. So I did about 10 laps earlier. That's the one, Scoop. Thank you very much. So anybody that he's very funny. He's a lot funnier than I am. And as I say, if it depending on how his race goes, go and show him some support. 'Cause he's having, as I say, he's having a bit of a tough time at the minute. So yeah, go and show him some love. JD, top of the morning to you. How you doing? Very nice to see you, mate. Thanks for dropping in. I was talking to my missus last night, and she was dead excited that we were talking about yokes and whatever. And it is yoke, as in YOKE, is how she would spell it. I think a yoke, the actual proper thing of a yoke, is a wooden thing that ropes go through on a ship or something. So yeah, it was. That's how we spelt it. But you do you. GR, love that. Thanks, Rach. Yes, talking of likes, strange thing happened. At the end of the stream, when I finally stopped streaming, we were at about 20 likes. Okay. Went to bed, woke up the next morning, 14 likes. How can people unlike? I didn't know people could unlike. People can like. That's it, Scoop. Yeah, that's it. So yoke, it is yoke. So yeah, if you are watching and you fancy pressing that like button, I'd really appreciate it. And if you keep the like button pressed, that'd be really helpful. I was like, oh, we got 20 likes when I went to bed. Woke up in the morning, 14, depressed. I wasn't. I'm joking. But yeah, it was just a bit of a shock. It was a bit of a shock. Right, turn my wheel on. There we go. Right, we've turned my wheel on now. Right, let's get to track, shall we? And let's show you what this track's all about. I did change to mediums, because I think that's what we're going to start on, is our mediums. I'm not sure whether the weather is going to be up yet. Oh, there we go. So as we suspected, then It's going to be dry for the first 30, hideously moist for the next 30, and then random for the last 30. Yeah, it's frustrating, isn't it? Yeah, no worries, Rach. Drive carefully, and we'll see you soon. We'll just tread water till you get back, all right? We won't do anything. Yeah, but was it you or your missus that said it was YOLK? So yeah, half hour dry. So do we think the medium? I mean, I'm doing just over 2 minutes a lap, right? So the softs, I did 5 laps on them, and they were halfway down. So I reckon, guess how many laps we're going to be able to do on those? 6, 7, maybe 8. So will the mediums last for half an hour? This is the question on everyone's lips. We'll see. We'll see. So yeah, we've got that. Obviously, we only need to use 2. We don't need to use any amount of tyres, but it's going to be wet, so we're going to have to change anyway. A lap is taking me just over 2 minutes, Scoop. It's literally like 2 minutes, 2 seconds or something. An Irishman that doesn't drink. I don't believe a word of it, JD. Right, so let's get out and show you what we got. I even looked for the pit lane, believe it or not. So I know where the pit lane is. It's good, isn't it? How organised am I? Right, let's do this. It's not the most exciting track. I'm not going to lie. It's quite dull. There's this corner, which is like the hairpin at the Villeneuve circuit. And then there's one corner, a sweeping left-hander at the end that's a little bit tricky. But the rest of it is pretty dull, to be fair. So yeah, we're gonna have a lot of chat going on, I think, because I haven't seen the start list yet, but I think I may. Normally I'm second or third slowest in this league. I think I might be. I think the other two might not be racing tonight, so I could potentially be the slowest on the grid, literally as the theme tune goes. So yeah, I'm not expecting any miracles. We've already got someone up our chuff, and it's only practice. This is the other corner that's a little bit interesting. Go on, you go. I don't want to hold you up. There you go. Ow. And then it's just a straight line to the finish, really. Scoop, I started watching a bit of your stream from Tuesday night. Loving your intro, buddy. Oh, what an intro. Well done. I know I said it before and I saw the preview, but seeing it on the screen, absolutely brilliant, buddy. Really, really good, and it's catchy as well. So yeah, no, it's really good to see you, mate. And I will watch the rest of the stream. That's going to be fun in the wet, isn't it? So at the moment, I am definitely the slowest. So we've got Mercedes in, who's going to be fighting at the front, without a doubt. So in my team tonight, I think there's just me and Finbop. Murphy must be on hards or mediums. There's no way I should be keeping up with him. But I think it's going to be utter carnage tonight, if I'm honest. It's going to be... And I still haven't tried Forza yet. I haven't had time. Busy, as always. You know what it's like. This is Forza 5, not 6. Don't get excited, people. 6 hasn't come out on the PlayStation yet. I was interested to hear that you're playing a little bit more LMU Chaos in your downtime. As I've said before, it's definitely a game I'm going to get into more. Ah! That's the problem that I have, obviously. No, I get that. I get that. The problem with the Lego games, it's always a case of, right, I'll just do this mission. Or this chapter, because they're chapters, aren't they? Just do this chapter. Just do this chapter. Oh, just do that chapter. And by the time you've looked up, 7 hours have gone past. They're just too addictive. And there's so much to find. I mean, I'm one of these... I'm a collectaholic when I play Lego games. I have to do everything. I have to find everything. I can't just do the basics, you know what I mean? It has to be search for every hidden gem and all sorts. I definitely think you should stream Lego Batman, JD. I think that'd be very entertaining. Drax is in! Good boy. I sounded like I was talking to a dog then. I didn't mean that. That's a good boy. Good boy, Drax. Ah! I just can't work this corner out, you know. Is it fast in, slow middle, fast out? Or is it just slow all the way around and keep momentum? I don't know. Really? Oh, Scooby Dooby Doo. Brilliant. No, honestly, you've got more idea than I have. Medium, I mean, in my head, it's mediums, wets, mediums, and then see what happens. You know, it's... You know, I'm not... as you know, my strategy is nowhere near as good as yours. Mine's the Ferrari against your Mercedes. Just kind of make it up as we go along. I say, all they need to do is just include fuel. If they included fuel, these would be a lot. Make them 60 minutes. Include fuel. Now there's a race series for you. Strangely, very similar to ALR. Sounds like a plan. Yeah. Can't get. I think I'm going to have to stay in second and I all the way around there and brake and just pootle round. So dare I ask, Goob, have you signed up for ALR next season? I have. Yeah, they were before. When I've raced the odd race with them previously, exactly that. But this season they decided 90 minutes, no fuel. Because they originally said they were going to review the fuel to see whether they wanted to add it in, but it's all gone very quiet and they didn't. So, you know. But as I said, you know, we all signed up knowing the rules. We all signed up anyway, so you know. Is what it is. It is what it is. But at least we've got a little bit of weather to make it a little bit more exciting. Because normally it's just literally mediums, mediums, mediums. 3 stints of go, wear out the tyres, go, wear out the tyres, and repeat. So at least we've got a little bit of interest tonight. I'm not sure how this is going to drive in the wet, if I'm honest. Especially with these fast corners. This one especially. I think it might get a little bit slippy. And we all know how good I am in the wet. In a straight line, let alone going around the corner. Good. Well done, mate. I'm glad you have. I was speaking to Chaos earlier about it. Apparently they are still doing teams. So if you fancy it, mate, I'm happy to team up again. But if you want to go with someone else, I totally understand. Drax is in the pit on wets. He obviously hasn't read the rules. So what are we doing? 203s. Yeah, that's pretty much what I was doing in practice. Around 203, 202. I need to plug my controller in. We'll do that in a sec. One thing I wanted to ask you nerdy nerds, in the nicest possible way, is we were talking about LMU a second or so ago. If I wanted to play LMU, which is obviously on my PC, and I wanted to stream said game on one PC, how do you do it? Because obviously I've got, for the PS5, I've got the old Elgato capture thingy, card in the PC, but I guess you can bypass that if you're streaming from the PC. Is that right? Oh, excuse. I do apologise. I'm going to be quite windy tonight. I had my world famous firecracker 3-bean chili tonight with rice. And it's got lots of protein in it, and it does tend to repeat on me. So I do apologise in advance for any pops and bangs you may hear through the microphone. Oh, okay, so I can literally use the same card. Oh my giddy aunt. Where's that come from? No one said anything about rain in qualifying. We've got 15 minutes to go till quali. Why is there rain? That's why Drax is sitting in the pits with wets on, I guess. Oh, okay. So we might get some wet practice then. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? But it'll be nice for you lot to watch because it'll be absolute carnage. Look at me going faster and still chatting. Oh, we had to say it, didn't we? Come on then, Rain. Come on, hurry up, because I want to get some practice in. So, remind me, green is bad, yes? Green's heavy. The lighter blue stuff is just a drizzle, and green's like monsoon, is that right? Okie dokie. So Mercedes and Fodder currently fastest. Here comes the rain. It's getting... That was handy, wasn't it? Look at that. Right, we're going to go on them. It's not quite full wet, but we'll get an idea, won't we? Does it dry pretty quickly here, or is it one of those that is just horrible and stays damp? I guess because it's quite a fast circuit, it'll dry out quite quick, right? Oh, hello. Oh. That was a little bit naughty, wasn't it? Midnight? No one said we're racing at night. Oh, my goodness. Right, let's have a look at this weather radar. We'll zoom out. Okay, so it has stopped raining now. This is not funny. Right, which button was my lights? I can't remember. I mapped high beams. Which one was it? That's on and off. It's not actually too bad, is it? I mean, compared to some of the races that Chaos has been in recently in the dark, at least I can see where I'm going. Some of his races, it's pitch black. You can't see nothing, especially with the view he uses. You must get sick and tired of that, though, Chaos. Everyone must come in and say, oh, well, look at your view. How can you race like that? Didn't think we were going to make that. Ah, I was reading your comment. Yeah, I can imagine, mate. I can imagine. But it's nice. I guess it's nice getting asked that question because it means you got new people joining your stream, which is great. So, yeah, swings and roundabouts. Still no idea how to do that corner. I get lost on the Nordschleifer in the daytime, let alone at night. What's the other one that's really dark? Is it not Spa? What's the other 24-hour track? Oh, it's gone out of my head now. The one I actually quite like. That's dark. Oh, okay. I'll give that a go. Thank you. We'll try and stick to the middle. It's a bit like the carousel on the Nordschleifer. Stick to the middle of the track. But stay in second, yes? Oh my giddy aunt. Who's that? That's a Panda. I don't know who's driving it. That's Drax's team. The Panda Club. Right, here we go. It's this bit where it tightens up. That's where I have issues. That's Bembo. Oh, okay. So stay out wide, cut into the middle, and try and so it doesn't snap on you at the end. Right, gotcha. We'll give that a bash. We'll give it a bash. Now it's Mercedes. Hello, Mercedes. Oh, now Mercedes has gone. He saw me go past and thought, I ain't going. There's no point doing a lap with him in front. Is that what they are? Hi, Mercedes. How you doing, buddy? Yeah, I knew why you quit, mate. It's all right. I didn't take offence. I would have done the same, buddy. Too fast. See, I would have collected you there. Right. We will get this right. My feet hurt already. Do you find that... I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I race in socks, right? I don't know if that was any quicker. It felt like a 50p. I'm not going to lie. No, I don't think I've ever driven it counterclockwise. I was going to say anti-clockwise because that's what I'd say, but it's counter. I don't know what the difference is. But yeah, I've raced in socks, and I find, especially the brake pedal, my feet get very fatigued because we've done some longer races this week so far, or longer stream, should I say. I will stop whining. I promise. I promise. There we go. That's better. So remember, if anyone new comes in tonight, we've got the biscuit question. All right? It's now the rules. If you enter my stream and you're new, you have to answer the biscuit question. No. Very PC, Scoob. Well done. So this Grover thing that you're involved with, is that another league, or is it the was it just for that charity one? Malted milk, with you with that. Yep. Definitely with you with a malted milk. Oh, very nice, especially with a cup of tea. Excuse me. I'm just dying here. Don't worry. I'm going to have to mention it. We got any Tottenham fans in? Oh dear. How bad are you that you deserve to go down? You can't beat Chelsea. You deserve it. Talk about opening the door for West Ham. I thought you were nailed on to get at least a draw on is it Tuesday? But to get beat by Chelsea 2-1, that's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. But it's going to make the last day very, very, very interesting. So it's kind of nice, really. Not that I'll be watching any of it, because I'll be at Fulham at home for the last game. We've got Newcastle. So we're not going to get any celebrations done, I can tell you that for nothing. We're going to get absolutely smacked by Newcastle. Ah, right, okay. Nice. So has he got a Discord channel that he does all his stuff through, or is he just literally via his YouTube? I'm gonna say a Viscount. We were talking about penguins, and I guess a Viscount is a posh biscuit. I guess because it's round, isn't it? I know. I know. Not all biscuits are round, but in my head, for goodness sake, I'm gonna say yes. A Viscount is a biscuit. Because it's got biscuit in it, isn't it? So, yeah. Hiya, Tony. How you doing, buddy? Thanks for dropping in. Nice to see you. Thanks for the support, as always. So, yeah, I'm going yes with a Viscount. Yeah, but Jaffa cakes are cakes. We've already discussed this at length. And I'm not going to be persuaded in any other way. Jaffa cake, it's like sponge fingers, right? Now, we used to have them as treats as kids. Oh, it's qualified already. Is he quarter past already? Wow. But they're not biscuits. I don't know what you'd classify a sponge finger. What would you classify a sponge finger? I don't know. I don't know. Right, we're on softs, aren't we? Yes. let everyone else do one. We've got 15 minutes. There's no rush. Anybody else? Anybody else going out? Someone else has just gone out. Anybody else going out? Yeah, there we go. Some more going out. Oh. Right, let's do it. Right, so looking at the list of entrants, Baker is our closest rival. All right, so that's who we're racing against tonight. Unfortunately, I don't know why. He did a DNF last week, very early on in the race. I don't know if he had a connection issue or what the situation was. But he is our main rival. So yes. Right, I'm gonna read those comments in a second. You just chat amongst yourselves, and we'll have a lovely time driving around a bit of Tokyo. Oh, that's a bit close, that, isn't it, eh? Woo. Oats. Ah! Stupid boy. It's only the outlap. Calm down. Calm down. We're all good. We're all good. Don't panic, Mr. Mannering. Don't panic. Here we go. 50p corner. Are we ready? No, I haven't. That's a very good description, Scoop. Like that. Very much like cake. Does exactly the same thing. Is that right? Well, that's why Jaffa Cakes made them cakes, wasn't it? To avoid the tax. As the story goes. Which is why they made them into cakes. Is that what you just said, Scoop? I do apologise. I didn't read that particular comment. And again, I apologise if the gears sound clunky. It's this wheel. I mean, I love this wheel to death, don't get me wrong. But the shifters aren't fantastic on it. They are a little bit clunky. Bit like the person changing the gears, to be fair. Bit clunky. Bear with. I'll be with you in a sec. Don't panic. I'm not ignoring you. A 157 by fodder. It's not just the gears, it's my bones and joints clunking at the same time. Drax has put in a 2-minute jobby. Nice. .201. That's all right. I'll take that. Baker was a 201.3. Okay. I can't remember the last time I was on holiday. Abroad, that is. I've done probably Italy. Can't remember how long ago that was now. It's got to be at least 5, 6 years ago. At least. I've done like... I went to Edinburgh as part of a mini break. But that was probably about, again, 5 years ago. My missus goes, ah! Right, let's come in and get some new tyres. My missus goes to Ireland every year because all her family's still over there. So that might be an option this year. We're not sure. Don't tell her, but I quite like the week on my own. Don't tell her that. She doesn't watch this far in. Mercedes, come here. We're coming for you. Wowza. Wowza. 95. I do find, though, that a lot of people don't go on holiday anymore. It sounds weird, but a lot of people don't. I mean, obviously, majority of people do, but there's still quite a few of us that don't. Oh, gnaws that out. Oh, it's only out luck. You're right. I was trying to follow Mercedes, which was a stupid idea. How's he so fast? Yes, this is the problem. This is what I find. It's too expensive. And, you know, as I've said before, I'm incredibly lucky that my mum's got her holiday flat down the south coast, which is, I mean, I love going down there. Even if it's for like a long weekend, I absolutely love going down there. So if I need to get away or I'm feeling the stress or whatever, then that's my go-to place. So yeah. You've never been abroad, Rach? My first flight, I kid you not, was when I was 11 years old. That was my first ever flight, and we flew to America. So never been on a plane before, and I was on one for like 8-9 hours. And this was with Virgin, right? This is how long ago it was. I mean, you know how old I am. I'm 50 odd. But Virgin, we flew with Virgin from Heathrow, right? And at the time, Virgin only had 2 planes. Legit, only had 2 planes, right? The plane that we were meant to be taking off with broke, which meant it couldn't fly. So we had to wait for the plane to come back from America that was already out there, get sorted, fueled, and then go. So my first experience of flying, we got delayed by a day, so they put us up in a hotel. So we stayed in a hotel overnight, and then the good plane came back, and my first experience on the plane was, well, the first one broke. What's to say this one's not going to break? And I hate flying. I'm not a fan of flying at all. I don't mind the middle bit because it feels like you're on a coach. You know what I mean? Because once you're up there, aren't you? But it's the taking off and the land. I hate landing. Oh, that feeling when you land. Oh, my ears go all over the place. I don't like it. Don't like it. Baker is having an absolute blinder qualifying. Just saying. We are going to be plumb last here. Yeah, I get that, Scoop. The way I look at stuff, and I'm forever, my missus is forever going on. When I buy something, right, whatever it is, I always keep the packaging. And I'm very particular when I open new products, that I don't rip anything. I keep all the boxes pristine, etc., etc. The reason for that is whenever I buy something, I'm always looking at it going, well, you know, I might need to sell you one day. You know what I mean? So I get that physical thing 100%. You know, I've had times in my life where I've had money. I've had times where I've had no money. And I've had to sell stuff. And, you know, if it's got all the packaging and it's pristine, because I look after stuff, then you get more back. I mean, you never get back, obviously, what you pay for it, unless you've bought something collectible. But, yeah. Everything I own, I'm happy to sell if I need to. That's the way I've always been. It's the way I've been brought up. It's all right to have these things, but desperate times, they need to go. Money's more important than possession. Possession. You know what I mean? Yeah, no, exactly that, mate. I'm exactly the same. I can't help it, Chaos. This is the fastest I can go. Honestly, I cannot go any faster. It's that last corner that's doing me in every time. This probably isn't helping either. I'm probably a little bit slow around here. Because of that reason. As soon as I try and go quick... Right, if we get out quickly... we might be able to squeeze another one in. Oh, it's going to be tight, isn't it? Going to be tight. We might be able to get another one in if we're good enough to get out of here. Yep. Yep. Everything is sellable. No, there's certain things I own that I would be heartbroken if I had to sell, but push comes to the shove. Everything's got a price, right? The alternative is OnlyFans, isn't it? Let's be honest, but I don't think I'd get much on there. I don't think there's a fetish exists that I could fulfill. But let's not go down that route because that's a very big hole that we could get very lost in. And we are a family channel, don't forget. Oh, hello. Murph, what are you doing? My plan, and this is a very, very big plan, if we can stick close to the people around us, I'm going to say it, and I'm going to say it out loud, right? I am pretty confident that potentially, if I can get around that hairpin every lap, I'm going to stay on track tonight. If I can stay on the hairpin. All right? I've said it. It's on film. I've said it. All right? It's out there. I'm pretty confident that I can stay on the track tonight. So if everybody else is having a mare, apart from when it rains, there's a caveat there. When it rains, we got there. Look at that. The strategy worked. Right, I'm going to go quiet to the end of the lap, then I'll read all your comments. Deal? Good. Bear with, callers. Give me 2 minutes, and I'll be with you. Yeah, I thought that too. Go on, give us a little bump. Yes, thank you so much. You're a superstar. And again, go on. Oh, bless your heart. Who is that? Oh, what an absolute superstar. Whoever that was, thank you. That was brilliant. Thank you so much. Was that fodder? I think it might have been fodder. You're an absolute superstar, fodder. Wow. Nice. Yeah, hi Grenster, thanks for popping in, buddy. Yeah, we've been saying all night that I take that last corner like a 50p. I just haven't got a clue how to take it, if I'm honest with you. But yeah, it's I just need to be braver through that middle sector, like I was there, and just literally go for it. But again, as always, okay, we'll give it a go. Right, we did a 2 minute. And we're 10th. All thanks to fodder. Oh, what an absolute superstar he was. Right, let's change these here tyres, because we're gonna start on the mediums. Just double check that. Oh, we've been on 0. Oh, we'll leave it. I'm not bothering. We're gonna leave it. Right. When you've left it to the last minute to grab those few extra tenths, and you get a helping hand from a fellow racer that hits you up the chuffer, to make sure you're nice and relaxed and ready for the race, grab yourself a nice, cooling, thirst-quenching beverage that can only be the Pepsi Max. Get yours today. Oh dear. Yeah, I know. You're all telling me. I know. But it's one thing telling me and me actually putting it into practice. It's a bit late now. I'm in the race. Not on mediums, I won't be. That was on softs. We're just behind Drax. That's going to be fun, isn't it? There's always someone that goes for a pee. Look at them all. Bladders of small children. Right, so yeah, we're running late again. It's meant to start half 6. Half 6. We're being really late. We're going to be running at behind schedule once again. As I keep saying, just as a reminder, it's a 90-minute race. We've got weather. It's going to be moist, so we reckon it's going to be 30 minutes. Right, we need to do everything again now, don't we? We reckon it's going to be 30 minutes of dry, 30 minutes of moist. We'll have a look here, see if anything's changed. Right, so there's your weather settings, all you intelligent strategy people. First 30 dry, second 30 moist, and then the third, let's see. Tonight is all about not finishing last. In this group with a smaller field, that's going to be incredibly hard. It's at night and there's moisture. We will see. If I can keep for the first stint, if I can keep it on the grey stuff, we'll see where we are at that point. But we will keep the radar on so we all know. Remember, there is no fuel. We don't need to worry about fuel. It's just tyres we need to worry about. So there we go. Right. I think we're all ready to go, aren't we? Oh, dear. Right. So, in my team, I've got a horrible feeling it's just me. Oh, no. Finbot's there. There's Finbot. There we go. So, it's just me and Finbot. Finbot is our pro, or one of our pros. Yeah. I think that, as I say, Scoop, that's kind of what I've been thinking all day, if I'm honest. We did that before, didn't we? So, yeah. So, yeah, we'll see. Come on, gents. Check in. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. So, there's 13 of us tonight. Normally, it's a full lobby. But we'll see. We shall see. We do, but unfortunately, you've just ordered some Holy. What on earth is Holy? Please explain. I'm intrigued now. Yeah, we have got reserve drivers, but none of them want to drive. That's if you're near someone, Mercedes. You forget who you're talking to. I'm going to be at the back somewhere fighting with potentially Baker. Holy? What's Holy? You can keep repeating it, Rach. What is it? No, they wanted a night off. I don't know. I don't know. Ask Chaos. The problem is two of the reserve drivers got full-time drives. Like Mercedes, for example, was a reserve but got a full-time drive. And I think there was another one. I can't remember who. But someone else was a reserve and they got a full-time spot. Excuse me. I apologise. Excuse me. So yeah, that doesn't help the situation either. Was it Beefy? That was it. Oh, I see. I'll be honest. I don't watch Rory anymore. That's all I'll say on that matter. No, I get that, Chaos. I'm only pulling your plonker. It's not. It is what it is. You know, there were times with ALR I was reserved for them, but there were times that I couldn't do it, and that's why you're reserved, because it gives you the option. Then you haven't got to commit, which makes perfect sense. Yeah, I'm not an energy drink fan, if I'm honest. No, I mean it all kicked off in Discord before the evenings started. There was a few races because we have to miss 2 races throughout the season. There was a couple of people that were Okay, we've got a couple of minutes. There was a couple of people that offered to race for other teams that had to miss tonight's race for their own team. But it all kicked off in Discord and it was all getting rather silly. I kept out of it, obviously. So, they decided, right, enough's enough. We'll just stick with what we got. So, as I say, it doesn't affect my team because we are plumb last by a long, long way. So, you know, it doesn't really make much odds to us. It was mainly Fodder's team that were, because they're challenging. They've lost a couple of drivers. So yeah, there was I think it might only be Fodder that's racing tonight for his team. Where is he? Oh, there he is. Yeah, is he the only one? No, there's one more in Fodder's team. Sparky, I think, potentially. Yeah, Sparky. So there's two. Oh no, there's three of them. What was he moaning about? There's three of them. We've only Baker. We only got two. Cheeky, what's it? Making a fuss. But I think they're fighting a little bit higher up. So you know, is what it is. At the end of the day, it's just a game. It's a game we all enjoy. It's a game we sit and play. It's not life or death. It's not real. Whether you come first or last, you're not going to win any money or anything else. So, you know, let's just enjoy it, shall we? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And the rules, and to be honest, you know, the rules were set out at the beginning that if you didn't have enough drivers, you didn't have enough drivers. And that's how it is. And people have lives, you know, and last minute things crop up and they can't commit, which is fair enough. Because life happens. There's no point sweating about it. You know, I'm not going to... I'd be exactly the same. If something happened or I was stuck at work or there was a family issue or whatever, then, you know, I wouldn't be here. Right, let's... right, we need to do this. Where's me handbrake? There it is. Wasn't the greatest start in the world, but you know what? There's Finnbot. Come on, Finn. Go past me. You're quicker than me. I'm not going to get in your way because you're my team and you is quicker. Right, this could be fun. Braking early so I avoid everybody because I do not want to go in the back of anyone. I think Baker might have gone in the back of me or tried to avoid me and went in the wall. But that's not my problem. Old Drax. We very nearly collected Drax there. And he's very nearly collected us. Oh, whoa! Forgot where I was. That Drax did that to himself. That was nothing to do with me. He hit the wall and spun. I don't think I touched him. Please, someone go and check his stream. Make sure he's okay. He's had a terrible first lap. Thank you. There you go. No! What a silly corner. What a silly... Oh, Drax is on wet. Oh, what a donut. I'm not sure. I don't know if I did or not. But if he's on wet, he ain't going to survive, is he? And if I did touch and he wants to report it, then fair play. You know, I'm not gonna argue. Oh, bless him. Is he all right? Got a spinner. Oh, Finn, what you doing? Stop typing and drive. Oh dear. Unfortunately, Finn is very, very quick, but he's also very prone to an incident or two. Bit like you, Chaos. But he does the touching. He doesn't get touched. These youngsters, you know, you just can't. Right, let's follow Finn. That seems very slow. But we got round without hitting a wall. And we're still with Finn. So I will take that. That's good. That's good. As long as he's not saying anything that I annihilated him or anything. But as I say... Thanks, Grenster. Yeah, the trouble is I need someone in front of me because I've already forgotten what line I took. You know me, I'm like Dory. Oh, what corner's next? Do, swim, swim, forget. Drive, drive, forget. Too busy chatting. I told you I'm called Columbus for a reason. Still need sat-nav everywhere. Although, to be fair, I do tend to have, when I'm driving these days, especially if I'm on the motorway, I do put Waze. Is it Waves? Which is my sat-nav of choice. Purely and simply because it warns you where certain people are, if you know what I mean. Catch my drift. And potholes and things. And as we know, the UK at the moment is the pothole country of the world, isn't it? Gee whiz. Oh. Right, we're going to follow him again. Oh, he's out trying to overtake, so he's changed his line. Go on the Finn. Where's Baker? Oh, he's miles in front. Yeah, he tends to do that, Finn. He doesn't tend to qualify. I think the problem that he has is because he works. Not the fact that he works is the problem. But he cuts it really fine from leaving work to get onto the stream, or to get onto the race rather. So he normally doesn't have time to qualify, because by the time he gets home, selfishly he has something to eat, and then literally joins the race at the last knock-ins, which is why he's always at the back and he causes carnage. But I'm not sure they reset the lobby. I don't know. Who knows? But yeah, he does that. He does that a lot. You know, these people that can't be things on time. You know, like streamers that don't always hit their times. You know, yeah, it's annoying, isn't it? I hate being late. I always have done. I'd rather be half an hour early than 1 minute late. I've always been the same. You know, these people that say, oh, you should arrive at parties fashionably late. No, I arrive generally either just before the time or just before the time. Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, the amount of times that I've come on and raced and not eaten anything because I've been late from work or whatever, which is why, you know, I've always got, as you all know, I've got one of those Huel in my fridge, at least one or two constantly in my fridge. So if I do need to jump on and do this or whatever, then at least I've got that to give me some sustenance. There's Baker Boy. There he is. He's our target. He's the one we're chasing. I thought I'd broke enough there. Absolute buffoon. Trouble is, you hit a barrier here, you lose so much time, don't you? Well, you do when you're slow. Woo. Right, see what line Baker does round here. He probably nails it, to be fair. Ah! Buffoon! Yep, and that's as I said in during qualifying, I'm pretty confident in the dry I can keep this in a straight line. I might hit the odd wall, but apart from the hairpin, there's very little opportunities to spin this car. Touch wood. I've said it now. In the wet, not so much. I haven't practiced in the wet. I've no idea how this car is going to handle this track in the wet. I don't know how my club foot is going to cope with it in the wet. But, you know. But if we can stay relatively close until it rains, then anything can happen. I mean, Drax is... he was pulling a couple of seconds. I assume he's... like that. Concentrate. I assume he's... yeah, I'll change that in a second. Right, Baker's done. Right, concentrate. Let me just get around this set of corners and I'll change the radar. And then we're zoomy. Once I get onto the straight, I'll change it. Don't worry, I'll zoom. I haven't forgotten. Right, we've zoomed out. There you go. So we are 12 minutes in. Not a drop of rain. Yeah. And these tyres are holding out so far, which is good. Right, come on, we need some clean laps now. Yeah, exactly. Oh, broke a bit sharply there. Turned a bit sharp because I was a lot slower. Right, we're on 10 likes, people. So if we can get to 15 by the end of the stream as a minimum, that'd be lovely. So if you're sitting there watching and you haven't hit that like button yet, do this old man a favour, will you? Thanks. You don't have to subscribe or anything, but thank you to the 3 people that subscribed on Tuesday night. Thank you so much. Unfortunately, I'm not clever enough to get notifications when you subscribe, so I'm not being ignorant. I just don't know until after the stream. So thank you to the 3 people that subscribed on Tuesday. That's very, very kind of you. Why you'd want to do it, I don't know, but thank you. Right, so we're in no man's land. So we're 8 in front, 8 behind. How many times have we said that? We always seem to be in no man's land in these races. But you know what? I'd rather be here than the 13th. Finbot has obviously got his act together, has moved up the charts. Awesome work, mate. Well done, you. 150 subs. Superb, buddy. And you know who else is marching forward at the minute? Old Chaos over there has got 270, I noticed, on his stream. Well done. So, yeah, every little helps, doesn't it? Eh? And then we got Rach nearly at the 1,000. Hopefully, by the end of this month, she'll be on her 1,000. Which would be awesome. Because there should be a lot of people, because it's half term, innit, next week. So there should be a lot more people having a little bit more time to be able to play, stream, and do whatever. So hopefully, Rach should be on 1,000 by the end of the month. So again, as always, shout outs. If you haven't already gone over and subscribed to Rachel's channel, Rachel's GT Racing, get over there. One of the most generous people you'll ever have the pleasure of meeting. She hosts loads of lobbies, incredibly generous with her time, and they're really good fun. So get over there, subscribe, and do all that good stuff. Scooby, we've already mentioned. Scooby PCM. Just come back. I love that I'm back bit at the end of your intro video, Scoob. That was brilliant. Made me jump. I thought it was brilliant. So yeah, go and join Scooby. Again, a lot of streams, a lot of lobby racing. So yeah, get over there. And if you want the master of racing, Mr. Chaos Druid. The Chaos Druid. Completely different perspective on racing, but incredibly quick, just very unlucky in some instances. So yeah, go over and support him. Unless you're a really nasty person, then you can do one. Don't bother. But I'm sure you're all lovely, so get over there. There's nothing any good on the telly anymore, is there? So you might as well watch YouTube. YouTube is the new entertainment. Again, moderators, if you want to put links to channels in the chat, feel free to do so. Scoop, you've read my mind. You've read my mind. There you go. There's all the links you need. They've even provided the links for you. How easy do you want it? Just do it. Just press it. Move your mouse. Go click. And find that subscribe button. You might be surprised when you watch them how good and entertaining they are. And as we've already mentioned, Drax, you can see him there in 13th place. That's his name. That's his YouTube channel. So type in that name in your search bar. You'll find Drax. As I said before, very funny Scottish person. And he needs as much love and support as he can get at the moment. So, yeah, get over there and do some good. End of advert. It's like ITV, isn't it? I say there's nothing good on telly. Virgin Island. Oh, my goodness. We had a couple of... Well, we were 3 episodes behind because the final one was on Monday, but we were 3 episodes behind. So we've watched 2. We've just got the final episode to watch. And we're all rooting for Bertie. If you haven't watched it and you don't know who Bertie is, get over to Channel 4 Catch Up. Virgin Island. It's an absolute cracker of a watch. And Bertie is... that doesn't count. That doesn't count. That's just a bit of a sideways drift. That doesn't count. We haven't binned it. We just got a bit squiggly. I was getting excited because I was talking about Bertie. So yeah, if you haven't watched it, honestly, if you just want some laugh out loud telly. I mean, some of it's a little bit cringy, I'm not going to lie. Due to the nature of the program, like you can all imagine what it's about, right? But it's very, very funny. And we need some laughs in our lives at the moment, don't we? Because life's pretty rubbish, isn't it, at the minute? Let's be honest. Everything's costing a fortune. There's lots of rubbish going on in the world. So yeah, you just need a good laugh every now and again. I will read your comments in a minute. I'm just waffling on. I find if I concentrate, I get tired, like mentally, really quickly. But if I waffle away while I'm driving, I actually relax more. Look at all those channels that you subscribe to. Thanks, JD. There was a couple of other Irishisms my missus came out with last night as we were talking that I'd forgotten about. And I've forgotten what they were. There was a couple of crackers that she came out with that she doesn't use very often. And there's a couple of ones that I can't say because they're a little bit naughty. Sorry about that. For some reason, OBS decided not to play ball and it disconnected. You didn't miss anything. I certainly didn't spin. I'll have to write down what she said last night. There was a couple that actually made no sense, even for an Irish person. Yeah, I don't know what. I mean, it did it to me a couple of weeks ago, like briefly, but I don't think I've lost the stream because it buffered, I think. But yeah, it's weird, isn't it? This is the problem, JD. There's not many PG ones there, is there? We discussed the PG ones on Tuesday. Right, I can see some weather. It's creeping in that bottom right-hand corner. Right on cue. I was too busy looking at the weather to... Didn't brake enough. Yeah, mine's the same. I stumbled across that by accident. It wasn't by design. So yeah, I don't. It does. It means as well as the name suggests. It just does it for you, doesn't it? Which takes a lot of the panic away. But has there been an update on OBS recently? So maybe it's caused a little bit of a glitch. I don't know. Right, Murph's found a turn of speed. I'm not going to lie. It's 25 minutes in, and I'm feeling quite relaxed. Not going to lie. It's good. It's good, yeah? It's good. Someone's had an off. Oh, they did. Oh, it's whoever's a Sparky. Thank you, Rach. Appreciate you. I told you she was generous. Yeah, I got informed by my missus earlier today that her sister-in-law, who I have met, she's been over before, and she's, as you lot say, she's a great crack. We got on really well. So she's coming over from Ireland to stay with my missus, with her daughter, who I've never met. Her daughter's a teenager. So yeah, they're coming over for like a long weekend in June. So that could be interesting. That sounds awesome, mate. You know what I missed out on, and I'm absolutely gutted. They did the anniversary Batmobile. Was it last year? And it was a limited run. And at the time, I didn't have the money for it. And it was the Batmobile that the long had the long nose with the circle in it. I can't remember who drove it. I think it might have been potentially one of the Michael Keaton cars when he played Batman. And it was, you know, it was an anniversary jobby, and I missed out on it, and yeah, I was gutted. Here comes the rain, da, 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 da. Here comes the rain, and I say it's alright. Da, 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 da. I hate the Beatles. They probably hate me butchering their track. I don't get the Beatles. I don't get them. Overhyped as far as I'm concerned. I'm sure we've had this discussion before, because I feel the same about Elvis. Overhyped. Not all that. Anyway, the rain's coming. So anything can happen now. What we reckon? We've got another couple of laps. What time is it? 28. Yeah, we've got another couple of laps or so, I reckon, before it... That's the one. That's the one. Yeah, I missed out. because that was one of my favorite cars from Batman films, because I think it was from the film that had Jack Nicholson as Joker. So yeah, it's one of my, one of the first Batman films that I kind of got into. So yeah, I was absolutely gutted when they stopped it. But my favorite Batman film of all time has got to be with Heath Ledger as the Joker. What a film, what an actor, my goodness. And your man that played how Irish was that? Your man. Bale. Best Batman by miles, in my opinion. Just like Christopher Reeve was the best Superman, bar none. Christian Bale as Batman, quality, absolute quality. Because back in the day, this is going to sound really like, I used to collect comics, or graphic novels, as us adults like to call them. So I collected a lot of the Batman graphic novels, and it was compared to like the early films and whatnot. The silly ones with Arnold Schwarzenegger in and all that. Bale actually, in my opinion, brought Batman to life, because he was incredibly dark and moody, and that's what Batman in the graphic novels has always been, hence the name The Dark Knight. Yes, he's meant to look like a bat and whatever, but he was always dark and grumpy. And so from a portrayal point of view, Christian Bale, I used to collect Akira, which was a manga style. In fact, Akira, the film, was the first kind of manga film I ever watched, and I was absolutely blown away by it. I was like, this is just brilliant. So I collected the Akira graphic novels. I had Wolverine, and there was a few other bits and pieces. Oh, we got that all sorts of wrong. Have you really? See, I wasn't. I'm with Scoob here. I wasn't into Marvel. Well, obviously I was with Wolverine. But yeah, I was more into the Japanese stuff. Batman. I think the problem with the Marvel stuff is, I think the first lot of Marvel films I thought were really good, but it just seems to be they're dragging it all out now. I was never into X-Men, didn't like that at all. Obviously, who's your man in red? What's his name? Deadpool. Love those films. I like Guardians of the Galaxy. I like those ones. But the others, I mean, the first Iron Man I thought was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Second one was okay. And then it just got very samey. To this day, I've never watched a Captain America film. Haven't watched Doctor Strange. I've watched the Assemble one and all that. Oh, you are on a giraffe. Why are you deciding to rain now? You can't turn in when I'm turning in, Beefy, surely. You had to give me a little bit of space there. Right, bear with, callers. This is where it's going to get interesting. If we're going to bin it, now is the time. Like that. Oh. I know what you're all saying. Put your traction control on. I know. I was concentrating. I think I'm allowed to bin it. Slicks in the rain. I think I'm allowed one bin, right? Because it is proper moist right now. None of you shouted pit, did you? Yeah, you said 33 minutes. I didn't look at the time, did I? That's down in the bottom left-hand corner. I can't see that. And then I can't do subtraction. It's all your fault, all of you. It's never the driver's fault. It's always the pit crew. Yeah, you think, Rach? It'll be dry in the tunnel. We'll be all right in the tunnel. Here we go. Look at this. Right. Wets, please. Thank you. Thank you, Chaos. Yeah, I totally... And... in my opinion, Christian Bale is a better actor. You look at all the other stuff that Christian Bale's been in. Yeah, in my opinion, he is a very good actor. Stop. Right, tentative. I'm going to be tentative. Do we need traction on 2 or 1? What do we reckon? Remembering it's me driving. And it is now proper wet. Two, thank you. Did Baker not pit? So we've got this for the next half hour. Oh, what joy. If we can keep it on the grey stuff for the next 30 minutes, we'll be doing rather well. If we can hold this position for the next 30 minutes, we'll be doing incredibly well. Go, 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 go. Yeah, brake balance is 0. It's been 0 all the way through. Which is unusual for me in this Porsche. But yeah, put it at 0. Right, let's get you back to the weather. There you go. Well, we know it's going to be half hour, don't we? So around 1:03. or 30 minutes remaining ish. Look at that control feathering. It's as about as feathering as I get. It squiggles every time you put your foot on the brake, doesn't it? Not as quite as bad as that Diablo on the daily race day. I'll read that in a second, Scoot, because that looks important, what you've just put. So, talking of food, a couple of things. Who's having a barbie this weekend? Weather is going to be unbelievable. So, hopefully, all being well, I will be having a barbie on Saturday night. I can't wait. I thought it was going to be important, Scoop, but that's wise advice, that. Never get an ish all over anything. It's a terrible mess, and it's very hard to clean, this ish. And another thing, I don't know, I know this is American, but I don't know if this is all Irish people as well. My missus, for breakfast, will often have peanut butter and jam on toast together. Not on two separate bits of bread, together. One on top of the other. She'll put a peanut butter on, and then she'll spread a load of jam over the top. Disgusting. Is that an Irish thing, or is that an American thing, or is she just odd? I mean, she's odd in other ways, but... Well, she has to be a little bit touched to be with me, right? Yeah, come over! I've got enough Guinness to feed Ireland. So yeah, pop over. It's nothing fancy. I'm not doing anything fancy this time. I'm just going to be doing the usual, the old burgers and sausages. I'm not doing anything fancy. Yeah, that's what I thought. I've never known anyone but an American to even talk about it, let alone have it. So yeah, I'm glad I'm not the only one that thinks she's odd. Well, that's what I'm saying. Guinness is food to you lot, isn't it? And the odd potato. Pint of Guinness and some roast potatoes. There you go. Irish person's dream. That's like a feast. But I will have to stop you at Irish whiskey. Not a fan of Irish whiskey. Don't know why. It just has to be Scottish single malt for me. Never got on with Irish whiskey. I don't know why. Give me a Speyside single malt and I'm a happy chappy. You don't eat potatoes after COVID. Excuse my ignorance, but what's the link? Sorry, I might be the thickest person in the world. What's the relevance to potatoes and COVID? No, I've always, yeah. I mean, it is an, you know, don't get me wrong. Whiskey is an acquired taste, definitely. I only drink it because my old man used to drink it, and he got me onto it from a relatively early age. There's rumours that because I didn't sleep at night, I was a terrible baby. I didn't sleep. There's rumours in the family that they may have dipped my dummy in some honey and some whiskey. And yeah, and I think that's where my love of whiskey came from. And as I say, my dad didn't do rubbish whiskey. He always had a nice single malt to hand. For years, I was drinking Dalmore, which I've got a bottle of 15-year-old Dalmore currently on the go, and it's just lovely. I just love it, absolutely love it. But yeah, that's I think that's where my love of whiskey came from. Yeah, I'm not keen on an Irish coffee, Scottish coffee, whatever. I'm very particular on coffee. Surprise, surprise. To the point where coffee is coffee and it shouldn't be messed with. You know, all these milkshakes that I call them now, that they class as coffee, get out of the bin. It's not coffee. Coffee is coffee with a bit of milk. And depending on how much milk you have is your different variations of coffee. Coffee should be hot at all times. I told you I'm a bit